So I tried parenting myself for a week. I can do this. I've got 2 kids. It'll be easy, right? Hi everyone, my name is Sam and welcome to my channel. I am all about self-care here, and this week I have been dealing with the after effects of burnout. So if you saw last week's video, and if you didn't, I'll leave a little link above. But basically I talked about what burnout is, how it affects people, and specifically how I have been feeling the effects of burnout in my life. Now, in the video I mentioned that I was on the path to burnout and that I thought that that was an advantageous position to be in because I could stop it in its tracks before it got too bad. Well, unfortunately, I might have been slightly in denial because I am no longer on the path to burnout. I am well and truly there. So, along with the myriad of other suggestions for dealing with burnout, such as goal setting and therapy and all of that sort of stuff, which I'm already doing, I decided to try a little experiment. I have children, and I realized that the way that I speak to myself and the things that I was doing, staying up way beyond my bedtime, eating just junk and snacks and nothing really healthy, that sort of thing I wouldn't really accept from my children because those behaviors aren't good for them. And it's my job to help them grow up into productive adults one day. So if I want them to be able to do that, why was I not giving myself that same love and care that I give to them? So the main symptoms of my burnout that I really wanted to address were exhaustion, procrastination, and emotional eating. I decided that for the week I was going to set a list of house rules. So a set time to wake up, a set time to go to bed, how many calories I wanted to eat in a day. I use counting calories as a tool against emotional eating. I also tend to procrastinate when I'm feeling burnt out and stressed because the thought of another responsibility that I have to get done is really overwhelming. So I set myself a certain number of words to write on an assignment. I also set personal hygiene, like making sure that my hair was washed and that I was doing dishes every day. Things that sometimes just seem to be completely impossible when I'm burning out. I made a strict set of rules of things that I wanted to address this week. I also wanted to work on the way that I talk to myself because sometimes the words and thoughts that I have towards myself and the way I'm feeling are really negative, and I really didn't want that environment because when you're burning out, there are these overwhelming feelings of exhaustion physically and mentally, but there's also this cynicism towards the world and a sense of inefficacy, or you're not qualified to do the jobs that you have to do. So I wanted to use self-talk as a tool to kind of undermine these negative thoughts that were coming in. So I parented myself for a whole week. Did it work? Nope. I forgot what a terrible child I was. Sorry, Mum and Dad. It seems that it's really easy to parent somebody else because I know what I expect of my children and I know what they need from me and I can give that to them. But when it comes time to turning that inwards, I forgot what a rebellious person I used to be. Anytime I had these strict rules enforced on me, I always found a reason not to do them. Now, that's not to say the entire week was a failure. I got up consistently, which really helped start my day. I also tried to go to bed on time a couple of times. I did stay up quite a bit beyond when I should have. Previously, when I would have trouble sleeping, I would listen to meditations, but that led to scrolling YouTube looking for the perfect video, and then I would inevitably fall into some sort of vortex and be watching like documentaries on murders. Not really conducive to a good night's sleep. But having those set hours of when to get up and when to go to bed, it really helps bookend the day. By scheduling that no screen time at the end of the day, it's really a chance to literally switch off and do something else. I used that time for journaling and making sure that kind of the house and everything was ready for the next day. Now, even though this experiment didn't really work, I don't regret the time that I spent trying it. I did find it interesting how many excuses that I used in an attempt not to follow my own rules. But really, it gave me a chance to listen to my inner voice and hear what I really needed. And what I really needed was not more rules and more layouts and more scheduling. What I really need is time. I was scheduling myself down to the minute, trying to squeeze as much productivity into my day as I possibly could. Because not only am I running an entire household, but I have children and a partner, and I'm also trying to do uni and run this YouTube channel. And as part of that, there's social media, and there's also t-shirts that I'm making, and all of these things I am struggling to make happen for myself. So the experiment didn't work and I'm totally burned out. Now what? Now it's time to go back to more traditional methods of dealing with burnout. I talked about them in my previous video, and this experiment may have worked if I was on the path to burnout as opposed to being burned out and I didn't know it. I scheduled some regular therapy for myself. I'm going fortnightly instead of monthly. I'm also asking for help. Like today, I asked my husband, I need a day to myself where I only take care of my needs, and he was more than happy to help me out with the girls and facilitate all of that so I can get everything that I need to do done. And lastly, I'm going to pull back on some of my self-assigned responsibilities, because really the essential things that I need to do are take care of my family, take care of myself, and get uni done. Everything else is negotiable, and trying to make social media happen and make a ton of videos and make more t-shirt designs and make some money, all of that sort of stuff is going to start falling by the wayside if I just totally burn out and I don't have the energy to do any of it. So instead, I'm taking steps back strategically. I'm stopping t-shirt designing for a while. I have stepped back from the social media. I'm not trying to post every day anymore. I do want to post regularly, but I'm not going to try and push myself to post something if I'm not able to do so. I do want to keep up with posting my videos every week because I really like doing it, but I am going to try going back to batch recording so that I'm not trying to expend all this energy to film one video a week and then I've got to edit it and then I've got to get it out. I felt much more relaxed when I had 2 or 3 videos already recorded and I could just edit and release them as I needed to. So I'm not leaving. I'm still going to be recording videos every week. I am not quitting uni as much as I would really like to, because uni is causing me some strife, but I will get through this trimester even if it kills me. And I'm going to continue to take care of my family and take care of myself. Because really, if I don't take care of myself, I can't take care of anybody else. So my question of the day, did you think my experiment would work? Were you surprised to find that I'm actually not as disciplined as I seem to be? Let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear from you. So if you are interested in all these areas of self-care, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, because I have a video coming out next week with a relationship coach, and we're going to be talking all about relationship self-care. So make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss it. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye. This is not working. I'm not happy. By scheduling that no sleep time at the end of the day, no sleep, oh God, day to improve my sleep hygiene, it